Welcome to the TGBN show with your host, Garrett Williamson. Have fun and learn a lot, you know what I'm saying? What is up, broadcasters? That's what I'm going to call you, because this is the TGBN show, the gaming broadcast news, so I'm going to call you the broadcasters now. So that's what your name is. Alright, let's get down to business. So I just wanted to mention that the PlayStation sold 18.5 million units. Sony confirmed today, which is fucking awesome. Good for you, Sony. Again, I've never been the biggest Sony fanboy in the world. I've never been an Xbox fanboy. I've never been blah blah blah. But my preferred console when it comes to choice is the Xbox One. But when it comes down to it, you know, Sony has been in the game for such a long time. They've done such a successful job, and every single time they just decide to you know, Sony knows exactly what they're doing when it comes to their hardware and their software in terms of the PlayStation part of Sony. I mean, the rest, like their laptop company, I believe sold out. The Vio or whatever, they went, yeah, they sold that, or didn't sell it, but they discontinued it. Vio, whatever. Regardless of that, actually, when I was watching 22 Jump Street the other day, I realized it is a Sony movie. Now, given their movie production's not doing too bad, like they have Amazing Spider-Man, they have a few. They do have, however, a whole bunch of Sony Vios in that movie that are being used. Every single laptop in that movie is a Sony Vio. It's hilarious. Regardless, yeah, the only successful part that I would really call in this case would definitely be Sony's PlayStation. It doesn't, obviously, Sony's in a whole bunch of debt, and they're in like a lot of companies, but they're in you know, obviously a financial trouble, and some people believe that the PlayStation can hold them back from it, which is not very possible. I mean, the PlayStation is a huge chunk of Sony, but it's not nearly enough to actually save the corporation. However, we're not looking at the corporation going down anytime soon, regardless of how much they're in financial debt. But anyways, to get back onto the topic of 18.5 million PlayStation 4s sold worldwide, you've probably seen this from IGN or GameSpot or etc., you know, because a lot of people announce it. PlayStation just kicks ass when it comes to selling stuff. I love it. Now, given that the Xbox had sold the best in December, or in November, all the other months the PlayStation just dominated, which is awesome. Good for them. They you know, they deserve it. Their marketing was amazing. Their E3 conferences were amazing. They you know, ever since Xbox's announcement at E3, it turned me off, and that's why I pre-ordered a PS4 first, and then obviously I canceled that pre-order. But you know, like, it just, ever since what do we call him? There's a nickname for the new CEO at Xbox, the CEO of Xbox Corporation. I can't remember, but he's the guy who's doing everything right. He basically canceled all the DDR, or not the DDR. What the fuck's wrong with me right now? I can't even fucking remember what they're called. But you know exactly what I'm talking about. He basically canceled all that stuff. He's added so many good things, like the Kinect is not required. Then he made the Kinectless bundle. That's amazing. So he made just controller. You basically don't have to do all those fucking gestures. You don't have to do any of the voice commands for operating a lot of the system. Now you can use a controller. That's freaking awesome. So they made the Kinectless bundle. Then they made they keep on taking more cores. Actually, today the Xbox One, Xbox announced that one of the cores is now more available, not available, more available, just because half of it is basically still powering the Kinect, because a lot of the GPU, a lot of the cores, 6 cores were used for the programming and development of the Xbox, and you know, that helps with games and etc. However, the other 2 cores were to run background stuff, and initially everything that was going on with the Xbox, like in the background. So you know, multitasking is clearly a huge consideration when it comes to the consoles. So that's what the other 2 cores are doing. However, about half, they say a full core, so you have 7 optimized cores now that are in full operation of games. Apparently not when you actually get into detail roughly on them. But yeah, so back to the friggin' topic. Yeah, good job, PlayStation. They sold 18.5 million units today. Now Sony, so that's what Sony had revealed. Over the holiday season, they sold 4.1 million PlayStation 4s. And additionally, 10.9 million people are subscribed to PlayStation Plus. So you have a lot of subscribers. You have a lot of people that are online. That is fucking fantastic. Good for you, PlayStation. You kick ass. Now, if you do a ratio, apparently the PlayStation 4 is actually outselling the PS2 is in terms of the time ratio they have been out. So will it make it to 150 ever? 150 million? Maybe, maybe not. It's iffy. But at this point in time, it's been out for a little over a year, and you're almost at 20 million. So, you know, good for them. I'm super stoked about that. That makes me pretty happy. Makes me a happy gamer. It's more competitive. I do not know, however, how many consoles were actually sold in the December of 2014. They haven't released any information on that as of yet, but it is January 5th, so odds are I will be getting that information soon, and I'll let you guys know as soon as possible. However, I'm very happy and very satisfied with what Xbox and PS4 and PlayStation, sorry, and even the Wii have done this year. They've had a successful year sales-wise. You know, stuff can hit better for the Wii. Of course, better for the Xbox. Xbox is still selling phenomenal, having almost 11 million. I actually think it's at 11 million now. It was at 10.7, I believe, like a few days ago. Regardless, they're selling almost roughly 10 million units and 17 million units. So roughly 27 million units of the PlayStation and Xbox combined. That's incredible stuff. Those are great numbers, phenomenal numbers. That means that console gaming is not dying, my friends. And remember, just because Xbox is slacking behind in 7 million units, and yes, that is a big number, what they're doing is still groundbreaking, okay? And they're just as good as the console. Who knows? The PS3 had a terrible start, and they caught up, and they were only 2 million behind before the 8th gens came out. So technically, Xbox 360 still won in sales. However, they came back millions and millions and millions of units. I remember the one time Xbox was at 73 million, PlayStation was at 55. Now it's 84 and 82. So there you go. Anyways, it's the TGBN. I will be out, broadcasters. You guys have a good motherfucking one, and view more of my stuff. Bye.